Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. My videos generally come out on Monday, as we call them Menu Monday. But this week, being that Monday is Memorial Day, I wanted to go ahead and get a video out to you early. Recently, we have been doing several sort of cookout dinners and I wanted to share those with you. These pork chops, for instance, were absolutely delicious with a fantastic marinade. We've done some mini Big Macs, here they are, and I thought all of these things, along with my little cherry bombs, would be fantastic for Memorial Day. So I hope you find something to make, and we hope everybody has a very safe Memorial Day weekend. I started doing these meals with the intention of just doing a regular menu Monday. However, all of these seem to be leaning towards grilling. So I thought I'll go ahead and do some Memorial Day cooking ideas. And all of these could either be taken to a cookout if you're going. The Big Mac hamburgers would be fantastic for that, or if you have people coming over. So the first thing I'm doing in this on this day is a macaroni cheese. This is Mimi's mac and cheese. This is my own recipe, and I have a link down below to a copy of it in saffron. Now I was having this approximately, because it was just Big Daddy and I, but in the link is a full 9 by 13 pan recipe. So the first thing was to put in some butter, and now I'm adding flour, and then I'll add the milk. I used some heavy cream, and now I've added the salt and the pepper. And next will come the cheeses. I usually use some sort of shredded cheese, and then I also use the Velveeta little packs of like a creamy cheese too. You'll see it coming up. I have shown this recipe on my channel before, but I wanted to leave it in here for the Memorial Day. And now we're going to add back the macaroni and cheese, and we'll get everything combined. We'll spray our casserole dish. The one I just used, I just clean it and spray it. And then we'll put everything in the casserole dish. We will get our topping, which again is in the directions. And then we're going to bake this in the oven, 375 degrees for approximately 15 minutes, or until everything on top is nicely browned and bubbly. On this day for the topping, I used butter and breadcrumbs, and I've also put garlic and paprika in here. One time before, I made it with Ritz crackers, butter, garlic, and paprika. You can do it either way. Alright, now I'm cooking up some chicken thighs. I'm using the grill function on this Ninja. And I have seasoned it with Badia Complete and the Badia Tropical that I'm totally in love with. I'll link those both down below. You can get them at Walmart. But this one, the seasoning for the tropical one, it doesn't really have any flavor. It just makes the chicken color much nicer. And then now I'm putting on some barbecue sauce. I let it cook till it's almost done, and then I'm going to baste this on both sides and then finish cooking it. This was absolutely delicious too. I also did some smoked sausage on this day, so there was a choice of sausage or chicken or a bit of both. Oh, I'll flip them one more time and then they'll be done. And I know I'm cooking these inside, but I just thought that all these recipes that I cooked this week would be great to do on an outdoor grill for the holiday. And that's why I'm putting it in this video, which I'm going to go ahead and put up on Saturday prior to Memorial Day, so that you have time to get your meats and your sides or whatever you're cooking. If you have any ideas for anybody else that's watching, be sure to put them in the comments below. Today we're making some grilled Hawaiian pork chops. The first thing it called for was 3/4 of a cup of soy sauce. I have trouble with soy sauce. It's so salty to me, and I'm not supposed to have salt. So I've tried the new coconut AMINOS, and to me it's the best substitution if you are sensitive to salt. And then there's other ingredients, all of which will be listed in the comment box below. You'll find the original recipe, and you'll be able to follow it to a T. The only thing I did not put in here was red pepper flakes. Now we're going to give everything a good whisk, and we're going to put the pork chops in a Ziploc bag with the marinade. It says to marinate for anywhere from 10 minutes to overnight. Ours sat for about an hour to 2 hours. I had half the amount of pork chops that the recipe called for, but it was just Big Daddy and I saved the rest of the marinade to do the chicken, which we grilled the following day. Alright, and while I've got these marinating in the refrigerator, I'm going to go ahead and cook up some potatoes. I do these in the roast setting on the Ninja, and they turn out every single time. You just put some olive oil on them, season them with whatever you like. I have done several different seasonings, and it doesn't matter what I put on it. It's delicious. So I'm putting actually avocado oil because I'm using a high temp, and then Kinder's the blend, which is salt, pepper, and garlic powder, and then we'll put it in there about 20-25 minutes, just until your potatoes are nice and soft. Okay, Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and get the pork chops out of the marinade. We keep the marinade and I'm going to put it in that saucepan in the background there. And I'm also going to get out the pineapple rings. Big Daddy's going to take this tray outside and put everything on the Blackstone. And I'm going to thicken up the marinade with some cornstarch. Our potatoes are done. I'm going to get them out and just put them on keep warm in the oven. And now I'm going to put the cornstarch slurry in here. 1 tablespoon cornstarch, 1 tablespoon water, and just stir until it's thickened. And then you drizzle this over your pork chops and pineapple. It was delicious and the marinade absolutely awesome. I hope you give it a try. So for more Memorial Day ideas, we had a cookout with our son and grandkids. We did peppers and onions on the grill. These are our son's sausages. He is vegetarian, and these are plant-based. Then we had some regular beef hot dogs, these better cheddars, and then some chicken and apple smoked sausage, chicken sausage. And then I cooked up some chicken legs in the Instant Pot from frozen, and then we had that leftover sauce from the pork chops. And then Big Daddy also toasted some buns. Now I'm going to have all the hot dogs that we used and sausages down in the comment box below so you can easily grab those. But just super simple ideas for Memorial Day. I mean, it's all about hot dogs and hamburgers. I will have some, and I made some potato salad here, and I've got that link down below. We have pickles and chips. So here again, just some pictures to give you ideas. I did skin on red potatoes, but you can do any sort of potato you want for the salad. And then I just got some dill pickles. The chicken sausage was fantastic. The grandkids ate up the chicken legs. They thought that was great with that sauce from the pork chops, real good. These are the beef sausages. And then on the tray with the vegetables, we had our son's plant-based ones, and he absolutely loved those. Not only were these mini Big Macs delicious, they'd be fantastic if you're going to a Memorial Day party. You know, take them in a casserole dish. Absolutely fantastic and easy to travel. You could also do it for your own, double up, depending on how many guests you have coming. The first thing we do is put the hamburger in the bowl with the dried onion, the salt, the pepper, I believe there was garlic, and a couple whisked eggs, and we could get that all blended together. Now it says to put this into 2 large patties. Each patty is to cover 6 of the Hawaiian rolls. Now the one thing I will change next time, and I suggest doing the same, if you have a hamburger that's got a lot of fat, I think I had an 80-20, is to put it on like a cooling rack on the tray so that the grease goes through the cooling rack, sits on the bottom of the pan, and your meat is not in it. Because you'll see when I get these out of the oven that I had a lot of work to do in getting the grease off of my hamburger to put it on the bun. So I do suggest using a cooling rack or use a very lean meat. Either way, they were delicious. So I'm getting these patted or spread out now to go into the oven. They only go in there for like 10 or 12 minutes. It doesn't take that long. I think I checked the temperature on mine after 12 minutes, and I had to do another 5. Yes, another 5 minutes. And while that's cooking, I'm going to go ahead and cut up my lettuce. I read online, you know, I've always cut my lettuce up and put them in vacuum seal bags with paper towel. Someone told me lettuce lasts a long time if you keep it in saran wrap with a paper towel. This had been sitting in the refrigerator for about 8 days and I hadn't touched it, and it was perfectly fresh. So another good suggestion, and a lot less work than vacuum seals. It's just you have to cut it up each time and clean it. Now I'm going to cut the Hawaiian rolls in half. I'm going to put the bottom sections on another tray that I have and leave the tops on the container. We're going to spread some Thousand Island dressing on the bottom, and you can see my meat here. It came out the oven. It's there on the left, and you can see how much grease I had on that tray. That's why I say if you put it on a cooling rack, then it wouldn't be sitting there. But I did pat it all off and get it out of there. So we're now putting another layer of Thousand Island on top of the meat, and it said to use more cheese than this, but 2 seemed plenty to me. It's up to you how you want to do it. And then after the cheese, we're going to put pickles. Then the lettuce, and we'll put the tops on. Now we're just gonna brush these with a little butter, and then we'll sprinkle some sesame seeds on top. To do is cut them up into individual servings, and I think Big Daddy and I had 2 each, if I'm not mistaken, and they were absolutely delicious. They tasted just like little Big Macs. I hope you give these a try. I am going to make some cherry bombs. So the first thing I have to do is wash and dry these cherries. These are the only ones they have, so these are the ones I'm going to work with. So let's get that done, shall we? I'll be back. Sorry guys, I forgot to turn the camera back on, but I'm just melting the chocolate. I'm on my second one. I'm just going to put the leftover that was in this one on this one. But they came out super cute, but I ran out of the blue icing. So this is what they're supposed to look like. They're supposed to be 1/3 blue, white, and then red. So I've had to go with my next one, which is sort of a mix. But they're still turning out very cute. I'm sitting here talking to Abel. He's playing a game, chatting with me. But this is his favorite one. The rainbow one, as he calls it. So we're carrying on now. I'm going to put this back in the microwave. I'm sorry I didn't finish the video. I got sidetracked. We were working on the floors again. However, as far as the cherry bombs go, I have a link in the comment box below to the original recipe, and it'll show you everything there, but basically you just dip it into the white chocolate and then into the sprinkles, and you can decorate it on a plate as you wish.